Here are the 13 cringiest habits of Meghan Markle. Meghan has a habit of sticking her tongue out during public appearances. During her appearance as a judge on MasterChef, instead of simply walking out gracefully, she stuck out her tongue in a way many people found strange. It almost looked as though she had forgotten how to use lip gloss and believed the only solution was to constantly lick her lips. And it didn't stop there. During one food tasting segment on MasterChef, Meghan took another bite and once again stuck out her tongue before tasting the food properly. Moments like these made many viewers ask themselves how someone who had once been part of the royal family could repeatedly display such behavior during official public appearances. And let me tell you that this is not something that happens rarely. Nope, she frequently sticks her tongue out before eating anything. This is why she should have taken that mentorship from Sophie. And then there is the rapid blinking. If you have ever watched a Meghan interview closely, you will notice something very interesting happening with her eyes. The moment a question gets slightly uncomfortable, or she is about to deliver a particularly rehearsed line, the blinking goes into overdrive. Body language experts have pointed this out repeatedly, noting that rapid blinking is often associated with stress, discomfort, or someone who is carefully constructing their response rather than speaking naturally. For someone who presents herself as the most authentic person in any room, the eyes tell a very different story. You cannot fake authenticity, and apparently, you cannot stop blinking when you are trying to. When it comes to staring at someone so intensely as if she wants to eat the person alive, Meghan doesn't seem to care who the person is. Just look at Meghan during her Australian tour with Harry. A woman simply tried to get Harry's attention and point him toward people upstairs. Instead of taking it as a normal interaction, Meghan suddenly turned and looked at the woman as if she had committed a terrible crime. But that wasn't the only example of this famous look of death. During another occasion when Meghan spotted Princess Catherine, instead of walking over to greet her politely, she reportedly gave her signature stare that could make a baby cry without saying a single word before walking away. This is a habit she has developed over time and cannot seem to stop. The wife of Australia's Prime Minister in 2018, Lucy Turnbull, also received the same treatment. Meghan was about to speak when Lucy innocently interrupted her. Instead of accepting it as an honest mistake, Meghan responded with another icy stare. It didn't matter who the person was, young or old, everyone is treated the same. For Meghan, it almost seems as if the purpose of walking beside Harry is simply so she can grab his hand. She can't seem to do without constantly holding on to him. During one solemn occasion where everyone was paying attention to the ceremony, Meghan appeared more interested in tightly gripping Harry's hand as if her life depended on it. That habit is one many people believe she simply cannot stop. Then there was the moment with Tyler Perry. As he was leaving, it seemed that she requested a photo, and then grabbed him and held on for what seemed like forever. Looking at moments like these, one would think that after she finally lets go, blood circulation must have stopped in the person's arm, because Meghan appears to have developed a habit of gripping people's hands and arms very tightly just to feel comfortable. Most people try to hide their disappointment when they don't like something. Meghan, however, is often said to wear her emotions on her face. She may not verbally express her displeasure, but her facial expressions often seem to reveal exactly how she feels. During one engagement, Harry was speaking with people around him while Meghan stood nearby. Instead of simply smiling politely, her facial expressions suddenly changed dramatically, making it obvious she wasn't pleased with what was happening. If she can react that way toward her own husband, many believe there is almost no one she wouldn't react that way toward. Meghan appears to care only when the cameras are focused on her, and many people see that as a major red flag. During one event, a young boy desperately wanted Harry's attention. Unfortunately, Harry didn't notice him. Meghan did notice him, and many hoped she would simply point him out to Harry. Instead, she reportedly ignored the child completely. For the young boy, it was a heartbreaking moment. Many believe Meghan has developed the habit of giving attention only to people who can benefit her public image or elevate her status. Since the little boy offered none of that, she allegedly saw no reason to acknowledge him. Whether that interpretation is fair or not, moments like these have certainly shaped public opinion. Many believe this has become Meghan's lifestyle. Many people claim that she uses people to climb higher and then leaves them behind once they are no longer useful. Piers Morgan, who was once considered friendly with Meghan, is often mentioned as one example. People claim she used him as a connection before eventually moving on.
And that was the last I ever heard from Meghan Markle. And I have never heard from her again.
So what happened?
She ghosted me, Ryan. Meghan Markle ghosted me.
Did she? Do you think she just went, gone?
I'm afraid, look, I really liked her. This is why it hurts. No, I really liked her. I just think she's a slight social climber, I'm afraid.
The same thing has been said about several friends from her Suits days. Once she entered the royal family, many of those friendships reportedly faded away. Whether intentional or not, this pattern has become one of the habits people associate with her. Everyone who speaks hopes the person listening is paying attention. Unfortunately, many believe Meghan often appears distracted during conversations. At several public events, while someone was speaking directly to her, her facial expressions and wandering eyes reportedly suggested that her mind was somewhere else entirely. There were also moments when someone was speaking to her, and instead of giving them her full attention, she reportedly turned and began talking to somebody else. For anyone trying to have a conversation, that could be a very discouraging experience. Meghan always appears determined to be first. Following her official visit to Morocco, many observers felt she was determined not to repeat previous awkward moments. During one greeting line, Meghan stepped ahead of Harry to greet King Mohammed VI before her husband had the opportunity to do so. That moment appeared to set the tone for the entire visit, with Meghan often walking ahead while Harry followed behind. Watching the footage, some people even joked that Harry looked less like her husband and more like her assistant. Whenever Meghan spots a camera, many people believe her entire mood changes instantly. During one event, she reportedly had a serious facial expression until she noticed a camera pointed in her direction. Within seconds, she smiled broadly, showing all her teeth as though nothing had happened moments earlier. Many also point to her visit to Uvalde following the tragic school shooting. They argue that while paying respects is understandable, such visits are usually private. Instead, Meghan reportedly arrived with photographers, leading many people to question whether the visit was intended to be personal or public. Whether fair or unfair, this has strengthened the belief that Meghan is always at her happiest whenever a camera is nearby.
Rowan, she turned up, the Princess of Woke, to Uvalde, Texas, to visit the struggling community there after the shooting. Who does she think she is?
Well, she thinks she's Princess Diana. She's always thought she's Princess Diana. She sees herself in some kind of cross between Michelle Obama and Diana Spencer, bringing relief and comfort to any situation.
Meghan always seems to want the spotlight. She doesn't appear to care who was there before her, as long as the attention eventually shifts toward her. During their widely discussed visit to Nigeria, Meghan reportedly positioned herself directly in front of Harry, blocking him from view. Even people standing nearby seemed surprised. Harry gently tried to encourage her to move, but she remained exactly where she was. To many observers, it looked as though Meghan wanted to be the center of attention, while Harry appeared more like a supporting act than an equal partner. Another behavior people frequently point out is Meghan's tendency to insert herself into conversations she cannot even hear. During one event, Harry was speaking with another guest, while Meghan leaned in, smiling enthusiastically, as though she was fully involved in the conversation. She laughed at moments when nobody had addressed her directly and adjusted her position so cameras would capture her looking engaged. Similar moments have reportedly been noticed at the Invictus Games, where she leaned forward, smiled continuously, and nodded along to conversations taking place several feet away in noisy environments. At that point, many viewers jokingly concluded that what Meghan needed most was not another public appearance, but a doctor. There you have it, 13 cringiest habits of Meghan Markle. Which one did you find the most cringeworthy? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.